The state capitol in Sacramento was closed today after Assemblywoman Autumn Burke and 4 others tested positive for COVID-19.
Burke represents cities in the West Side and South Bay, and she will remain in quarantine with her daughter. She claims she had mask-to-mask exposure to the virus in June and tested positive over the weekend. Burke is the daughter of former LA County Supervisor Yvonne Brathwaite Burke. We're told the Capitol will remain closed for 1 week for a deep cleaning.
And joining us right now live via Skype to talk to us about this is Assemblywoman Burke. And first of all, thank you for joining us. And secondly, how are you feeling right now?
My daughter and I remain symptom-free. We are very blessed that we have not had a temperature or any signs of actually the actual symptoms. However, obviously it's emotional for both my child, who just turned 6, who did have a Zoom birthday party, because we are exceptionally vigilant as a family, to actually be one of the people that eventually got COVID.
So you don't have any symptoms. What caused you to go ahead and get tested? Did you know that you had a potential exposure?
I was called on Friday by Assembly Human Resources, and I was told that I had a mask-to-mask exposure. I was not told who that exposure was with, to your point about how important it is that people come forward. So I still don't know who that was, and not able to confirm that they had a mask on. Like I said, we've been super vigilant in my office. I haven't had my staff in the office. They've been telecommuting from the moment they were allowed, and we moved to phone conversations and phone meetings. Actually, earlier, we were one of the first offices to do that. But I was called and I was told that I had exposure. I got a test the next morning, and that evening I was told I was positive.
And mask-to-mask exposure, I haven't heard of this. How did they describe that to you? What does that mean?
They said that I was mask to mask, but that I was not 6 feet. We were not 6 feet apart, and that is why it qualified as an exposure.
Oh, man.
So looking back on all the people that you came in contact with in the time frame where this could have happened, or where it did happen, you obviously were exposed. Do you recall anyone during this mask-to-mask exposure? Do you remember being near someone close who was sneezing or coughing?
No, and the hardest part is, and the part that I think is super important, is when I do hear even someone with a mask on cough, I actually spray Lysol between me and the person, even when I'm outside. So it goes to show, you do have to be extremely vigilant. And even when you have your mask on, you need to make sure you wash your hands. I'm not sure if I touched a cup and then drank out of the cup and got it in my mouth. You really have to be that vigilant. But no, I mean, I was on the floor for a budget vote, so we were all there. And I am not the only member that, from my understanding, that has tested positive. But I don't remember being in direct contact, although I did see people in the room who did not have their masks on at times.
All right. Tell me what you're going through right now, just personally. You've got a positive diagnosis. You're positive. What's your daughter's status, and how are you dealing with this?
My daughter's super healthy. She's amazing. She's running around in her princess dress and feeling great, and no temperature. We're checking 3 times a day. I will tell you, though, for everyone at home, the hardest part, especially since we have no symptoms, is the fact that getting testing is so hard for the very few people we were around. And obviously, those are the closest people in our lives. And to not be able to make sure that they could get the testing that they need has been emotionally gut-wrenching for us. We are caretakers as a family. We have a legacy of taking care of people. And to not be able to do that right now, or to face challenges doing that right now, I'm telling everyone out there, stay home. It's not worth it.
Well, I'm really sorry to hear that your loved ones are having a hard time getting tested. Is this due in part to just the mass number of people needing tests right now? Why can't they get tested?
Yeah, I believe it is. I believe it's just that, we have hit a surge, and I was afraid of the surge. So luckily, my list of people that have been affected is very, very, very small. However, yes, I think the surge has overwhelmed the system yet again. And until we bring it back down, I think it's going to be very, very hard to get testing for people. And I just don't know that we should be back out until we can get the levels of testing back up to where we can meet the surge.
You have tried so hard and been so vigilant about avoiding this virus, and yet it hit you. You were to the point where you would spray disinfectant in between you and someone else if they coughed. You have done everything that's possible really to do, and yet you still got it.
Yeah, it's just really hard to imagine. It's hard to imagine because we've been so vigilant, but I think that that's the most important. And I think, and honestly, the only reason I'm on here is so that people know, keep washing your hands, keep your masks on, keep doing everything you can. And that's not a promise you won't get it, but it's at least a chance. It reduces your chances. And I happen to be, you know, in a chamber with somebody who had it, but you know, keeping up the vigilance and keeping up the hand washing and the masks are vital. They're vital to the safety of our entire community. And it's not just about you, because you may not have symptoms like we don't. But what you could do to somebody else, the harm you could cause to somebody else will break your heart.
Well, Assemblywoman Autumn Burke, we really thank you for joining us. We're so sorry about this development in your life and the stress that is causing not only you, but your family members who are having difficulty getting tested. And we hope that changes soon for them and they can get tested. And we wish you the very best. And we hope you'll keep us posted on how you're doing.
We will. Everyone stay safe and healthy.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Click the ABC7 logo to subscribe to our Eyewitness News YouTube channel.